Colin, what do you think about positive thinking as a technique, for example, affirmations?
I don't think much about it at all, actually. Positive thinking. First thing that people learned when they came onto this planet, that there was something wrong with them. So then they spend the rest of their lives trying to prove themselves worthy enough to be loved, this is why people are motivated to go to university, not because they get the information, but to get that piece of paper to say that they're important. So people are striving to become self-important because they don't have self-esteem. Now, positive thinking is our natural state. When I'm present, I naturally think positively. When I'm centered in myself, my thoughts, my feelings, and my body, thinking positively is who I am. But this concept that came out of America, that you've got to fake it until you make it, is actually quite dangerous, because it teaches people to be false with who they are, teaches them to be false with their feelings. And this is actually quite devastating to the psyche, which is why now many executives in the United States who've been practicing positive thinking for 20 years, starting to create heart disease, cancer, arthritis. Because when you keep being false, trying to be something that you're not, or something that you don't think you are, you start to actually create a stress in your body, a stress in your emotions. And what happens is when I'm trying to prove to the world and try to prove to myself through affirmations that I'm someone who I believe I'm not, this creates a conflict inside of me, and that is very stressful. Why positive thinking is actually so dangerous for us is that when we try to be someone that we think we're not, we end up suppressing our feelings, but we also suppress the behavior that supports our so-called negativity. So we suppress our behavior, we suppress our feelings, and we suppress our true beliefs that we have about who we really are, or who we think we really are. And that's why that creates so much stress. I mean, people will tell you that positive thinking is what creates manifestation of riches and love in your life, and this is why they do it. But what they don't realize is that the power of our thought depends on how present I am with my thinking. So if I'm writing as a mechanical ritual affirmations, I'm not really present with it. And the reason why we're not present with it, because every affirmation or every forced positive thinking is trying to project a better future event, which means I'm not present with the here and now. I'm not fully present with my thoughts, feelings, and behaviors or sensations in my body right now. I'm wanting to create a better future. So you see, this idea of manifestation, because I'm putting my thoughts there, I'm not even putting my thoughts there. I'm putting my thoughts in the future, and that manifestation doesn't happen. Manifestation happens on the power of my thoughts here and now, and that's why manifestation does happen. Interestingly enough, is that because people are not present, we're actually run by the subconscious mind. All the programs we got from our early life, these are what's running us. And this is where most people are present. So we are manifesting a so-called negative reality because it's where we are. And this is probably the motivation why people go into positive thinking. I recommend not. Just be present and you will start thinking positively naturally.
But if people want some manifestation of something in life, is there a way to get there, or?
You bet there is. What does everybody want in life? They want love, they want joy, and they want freedom. These are the three highest values that people want. And where are those things found? Right now inside of us. When I develop the capacity to be fully present with all that I am, then these three highest values manifest. You don't have to do long trainings and preparations for love, joy, and freedom. It's here and now if I start to be present with all that I am.